I will be 46 years old in September. When I was a senior in high school, 18 years old, George H.W. Bush announced U.S. military involvement in Iraq. We have been in that country every single year through every successive administration since then, 27 years and counting. In 2001, after 9/11, our Congress voted to authorize the use of military force in Afghanistan. We have been there every single day since then, 17 years and counting. When this was debated, the only time it was debated, in 2001, I remember listening to the results of that debate. Every single member of Congress voted to go to war, with the exception of one. Barbara Lee, who represents a community in Northern California, who, by the way, was born in El Paso, Texas, took perhaps the toughest vote that I can imagine taking. She was the sole member of Congress to vote against going to war. And I remember listening to the radio that night and wondering, who is this woman? Does she not love our country? Is she not patriotic? Does she not want to get those bastards who got us on 9/11? But since I've been in Congress, I've gone back and listened to her speech, which you can as well by going to YouTube. And you can see the anguish with which she made this decision. People are asking us to go louder. You can see the anguish with which she is trying to make this decision. And she says, listen, I want to make sure that we respond to this attack. I want to make sure that we get those who got us. I want to make sure that we stop any future terrorists from attacking the homeland in this country. But I do not want to write a blank check for war. History has proven Barbara Lee right. History has shown us that this very well-intentioned war, begun 17 years ago, has led us back into Iraq, where we are tonight, back into Syria, into Libya, into Somalia, into Yemen, into Niger, into other countries where we are taking people's lives in your name, where we are losing American lives all the time, far too often, and where we are unable to make sure that we take care of those who've borne the battle and risked all for us. It's easy enough to say go. It's very hard to welcome them back when they come back to this country. So I love your idea. Why don't we debate the wars that we fight? Why don't we force the issue? And if we as a people decide that we should still be at war in Afghanistan and Iraq, then so be it. But if we decide that we should bring those service members back home, that we should find a peaceful way to resolve our differences and to pursue our foreign policy, even better. And I want to make sure that I'm part of that debate. So I've joined with Republicans and Democrats alike to end the current authorization for the use of military force and provide the space to debate a new one if in fact we need a new one. Thanks for asking the question. Appreciate it.